2021's been kind of an interesting year for not only myself, but I'm sure a lot of you guys out there. I mean, the good news is that it wasn't as bad as 2020 in a weird way, but the bad news is 2020 is basically the lowest bar we've had in a while, especially with everything going on in the world with COVID. And overall, 2021 for me was a very frustrating year because I felt like I had accomplished very little, even though I was at times putting in everything or putting in a lot. And I found myself in a lot of those instances where I became very frustrated because I felt like I was continuously at this period of my life where I was still doing 100% and it still wasn't enough. And I got very annoyed by that. But overall, 2021, I won't say was an awful year or was like the worst year of my life or anything. I'm not going to be dramatic like that. I don't think it was a great year either. We did some amazing things though. Like at the beginning of the year, Save Korean Dogs, we raised $1,000, or I think it was over $1,000. Excuse me. It was like $1,250 or something, is somewhere around that number for charity. Obviously, that's when I shaved my head. If you haven't seen that charity stream, link will be up here. It was a fun stream. I think we went for a whole 12 hours, or was it 12-hour, 10-hour stream, something like that. I can't remember specifically, but it was a super fun stream. And I'm glad I did it. You know, if I had to go back and do it again, I would 100%. That's one of the few things of this year that 100% I would go back and do it again. It was a lot of fun, and even though I lost all my long hair grows back. You know, it happens. And I made the upfront commitment too. I didn't think we were actually going to hit the goal. I really didn't, but we did, and I'm super proud. And that's one of the very few things I was proud of for myself this year. In June of this year, I founded Pyra. If you guys don't know about that, it's my own organization for tournaments in the professional cup stacking scene. It doesn't really have anything to do with gaming world or anything, so I'm going to kind of gloss over it. But, you know, the fact that got started was a nice thing for me. And, you know, I was very happy to get that off the ground. And, you know, even if it goes entirely in belly up, you know, after like another couple months, so be it. You know, like I did it, and I can be glad of that. You know, I can be glad that I did it, and I gave it the best I could, and I gave it my all. Another thing that I can consider a dub this year was getting my TikTok off the ground and have over 30,000 followers on TikTok now, which is kind of insane. And it's something I'm definitely proud of. At the same time, though, I almost felt like it's been a bit of a red herring for everything else this year because of like the notable accomplishments. That's basically it. Those were the big accomplishments I've had this year. You know, getting my TikTok off the ground, getting Pyra off the ground, the charity stream, and you know, growing my TikTok to over 30,000 followers. But that's kind of where the good things end. Everything else has been kind of rough this year. It's just been a massive pile of inconsistency, and this is where my ADHD has really kind of come to kick me in the ass again. And I had a lot of moments where I was really just questioning everything I was doing. And I wouldn't say I was depressed. I was sad, for sure. But depressed probably isn't the right word. There were just a lot of times where I was questioning what I was doing and where I was going to go with things. And I think where I kind of messed up is trying to go back to niche specific content. Because I tried it at a couple different instances. I tried it with Choices. I tried it with Save the World. I tried it with something else as well. And I have to be upfront. I've never been good with niche branded content. I have always thrived when I've played and done what I wanted to do. Not what's popular, not what's going to get me the most views, not what's going to get me the most viewers, what I've enjoyed. That's where I've always felt the happiest. So doing niche specific content has, or at least attempting it was really rough on me this year. And I think that's probably a factor of my inconsistency. I know it's what's best. I know that if I if I want the easiest path to growing my brand and growing myself, the best way of doing it is sticking to niche, genre specific type content. But I just can't. I am somebody that likes to play anything and everything that's entertaining to me. And it doesn't limit to one specific game or genre. And I think that trying to force myself to go with the niche 1 game or 1 to 2 game only type thing really hurt me. And not only did it hurt me, like, viewership wise, and like, did it hurt me, with my channel overall, it hurt me mentally, because after doing something and like committing to something and then seeing it not work, automatically even being told, but even though I was told, like, doing the niche specific content is what's going to, just get me into where I want to be, I think that really chalked my mental, because I'm not somebody that is great with commitments. I kind of half-ass things. I want to full send things, but if I don't see immediate, success in something, it's very, very rare that I'm going to continue doing it. And I found myself in that hole dozens of times. And it really hurt me. Because I just could not stick to one thing. I couldn't. Because if I did, then what I found myself doing was playing everything else I wanted to play off stream. And I got to this point where I was really at an odds, because my most recent video is a video on Save the World, doing an AFK build of some sort. But I don't enjoy doing that. Like I have my periods where I really enjoy Save the World, and I have my periods where I cannot stand playing it. It's like I'm there to get my dailies and my rewards and like my weekly challenges done, and then I don't want to see the game for the rest of the week. And that's not a good mentality to go into the game with. Especially like as a content creator, that's an awful thing. You should want to be able to play the game. So I found myself at a lot of times, sticking specifically to a game or two. This is the same problem I have with Criminal Case. Like, I just stopped enjoying the game, and I found it more of a chore than I did something I enjoyed. That I did find it something I actually enjoyed doing. After the years and years and years of me playing that game, I just finally, pulled the plug. I couldn't do it anymore. So I pulled back from that, and overall, I think that, focusing on something and then failing again, that hurt more than anything else. And that's where I kind of broke down. And that's why I haven't posted anything in a while. That's why I haven't been active on basically any of social medias other than TikTok. And weirdly enough, TikTok's been the one spot where I found success. So I want to put more focus towards it. Even though that content isn't even gaming, it's stacking content, believe it or not. And it's worked, so I'm really happy with that. So I kind of want to talk about what my plans are for 2022. And my general goal with 2022, if I can call it if I can do this, I can call it a successful year. My goal of 2022 is to make something new every day. Not necessarily a new video, not necessarily a new live stream, not necessarily a new TikTok or YouTube shorts or tweet, like just something new every single day. Some days it'll be as simple as like a 20, 30 minute live stream, and other days it'll be, going balls to the wall, editing and trying to get a big project done. And I'm going to be honest, there's going to be days where I probably won't be successful for the sole reason that now with Pyra, kind of finally getting off the ground, this is kind of the make or break year for Pyra. People talk about it. It's never your first year, it's your second year. And that's kind of where I am right now, is like, Pyra is either going to be what I go with in the future, like it's going to be what I do for the rest of my life, or, for the next period or chapter of my life, or it's not. And this is kind of the year where I find out if I commit to that. I want to commit to it. I really, really, really want to commit to Pyra. But the thing is, with the tournaments and everything under Pyra, it costs money. That costs money that I don't have an infinite amount of. So I have to be really, really careful, because if I commit to it and it completely flops and I've left, the content behind, then now I have nothing. Like if I've left the content in the dirt, then I've got nothing left to me if that goes belly up and I've got nothing to come back to. So my goal for 2022 is just make content, make something new every day, accomplish something every day. A lot of days it'll be streams. And this is where I'm going to be honest. I have no idea where my consistency will be for 2022. My goal, like a secondary type of goal I would like to do, is I'd like to stream every day next year on YouTube, as much as possible, as much as I possibly can. I already know I'm going to fail this goal. I know it because of tournaments and stuff, but which is why I put the other goal up front first. But I want to try. I want to try to stream as many days as I can of 2022. I'm going to try to get at least a stream every single day. I don't know at times. I don't know when. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get content out every single day. And just so I can say I did it. Just so I can say I did it. You know what? Because at the end of 2022, if all of this fails, oh well, I tried. I did my best. I gave it my all. I gave it my 100%. I streamed as much as I could. I made content as much as I could. And I tried. I tried, I gamed, I did what I wanted to, and I had fun, instead of, specific to one specific area of content that I kind of liked, but there were all of these other games and all of these other genres that I wanted to try that I left behind just to focus on that one. I want to be able to do the content and all that, makes me happy. So this is what I'm going to go with. So 2022, I don't know if it's going to be the best year of my life or if it's going to be the worst. But my goal is simple. I want to make something new every single day. I want to stream as much as possible. And I want to have fun. I want to have fun. And I want to feel some extra lever of success in 2022. And I hope it starts. I hope it starts here. And I hope you join me for the journey. I know things have been difficult for a lot of you guys out there as well. I know it's been uncertain with COVID and with families and everything. So I hope all of your loved ones are happy, healthy, and safe. Yeah, I think that's where I'll end it. And again, apologies for not being active recently. I do have somewhat of a reason. Our family cat actually ended up passing away a couple weeks ago. 23-year-old cat, by the way. That was a bit more rough on me than I thought it would be. I thought we were all kind of ready, and of course, you're never ready. But that happened, and now it's kind of mellowed down a bit. And that cat went through everything, in life. So the fact that he was able to be put down peacefully and painlessly is the best we could have ever given for him. So now that that's settled, I'm going to try going into 2022 with an open mind and my 100%. I really want to improve on my goals, because my goal for 2021 was consistency, and that didn't really work out. So for 2022, I'm hoping to do better than I did in 2021, and overall to feel an extra amount of success and to keep pushing myself to do bigger and better things. And again, I hope you all join me for that journey. And I thank you all so much for watching. Everybody, have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, happy holidays, and I hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. See you guys in the next one.